Good evening. This tutorial is actually a collaboration with some of my favorite people and artists. We decided on the theme of horror fairies, and I've linked all their channels in the description below. And then there's me, who's a lanternfish. Fairy, do I terrify you? All products do the same listed somewhere on the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to contact me. I'm starting off by sketching my mouth on my face using an eyebrow marker. Make sure that you make the mouth high enough on your nose so that way you have room for a tongue and teeth. It's actually funny because I was the last one to submit my video for this collab because I was walking around my house as a lanternfish fairy for about an hour. I then mixed together pink and white body paint to make the color for the gums, and I'm outlining the entire mouth. To give the gums more shading, I'm going in with a blush palette and darkening up the corners and the edges around the entire mouth. I'm then going in and using white body paint that made you look lip brush to draw on the teeth. Be careful when it comes to your nose because it's really easy to get it curved and messed up. And then again, you are a horror fairy. I'm then going back in and shading each tooth around the top using a light pink blush. This is to give the teeth some creepy factor and a little bit of discoloration. To actually shade the teeth, I'm using an angled brush and gray eyeshadow and going along the outer edges of almost all of the teeth. Don't worry about it being perfect because you're going to fill in the mouth anyways. For the tongue, I'm using red body paint and placing this in between the teeth on the tip of my nose. Using a detail brush, and then going around each tooth using black body paint and then filling in the middle. This step is pretty time consuming because it's very tedious. While the black is still kind of wet, I'm going in and dragging it down into the tongue just to blend those two things together. I'm going to leave the mouth alone right now and go ahead and paint my face using a light purple body paint. To make it look like the mouth is actually open, I'm then going in and adding some wrinkles using purple eyeshadow. And I'm shading the most of what would be underneath the lower lip. I'm then just adding more wrinkles around the mouth as well as going underneath my eyes a bit to add some depth. This part's a lot easier to watch than it is to explain. Using a darker purple shadow and then also shading underneath the lower lip and then on the corners of the mouth to give it more depth. Grandma lanternfish. And then going back to the mouth using an angled brush and red and black body paint just to darken up the gum areas and make it look more three-dimensional. This is really going to set the mouth back into your face. And just for fun, I'm using white body paint to put some slobber on the teeth. To create the pattern, I'm using purple eyeshadow and the Made You Look blending brush and just drawing triangles around my face. They don't have to be perfect because you're going to be applying spots in a little bit. I'm then filling in my body using a foundation brush and light purple body paint just like my face, as well as filling in sections of purple such as on my neck, on my shoulders, and on my arms to add to the pattern. To all the darker purple areas, I'm then going in with a dome brush and purple body paint and just adding my spots randomly. Because lanternfish have that like glow to them, I also wanted to incorporate some glowing looking spots. And I'm using that same dome brush and light blue body paint and just drawing what would be a lit type of glowy pattern. And if you're patient, you can also go back in with white body paint and make those stand out even more. I then popped in my sclera lenses, and I'm just generally shading around my eyes, connecting the mouth to my eyebrows. And finally, you can go ahead and line your eyes.